playing as white. In your games, you've been playing this double Hoshi from the 4-4, and even before AI, we didn't really like this because once black invades the free at D, we don't know where to block. So one of uh, one of your extensions, either A or B, will be awkwardly positioned after the invasion. We would rather, for example, like extend here, do something else. I would like to play as white here. The difference should be very small, but it feels like black invested too much on the right side. Oh. It's small to save that stone. It would be bigger to extend here. Yeah. The Joseki is to block, then take the tiger's mouth. The Joseki is actually to just push and push again and hope for an extension here and then just stop. You don't want to give this tiger's mouth. You want to avoid this tiger's mouth because it strengthens white and black doesn't need that much. But you did well. Ah, so you should have connected. Connecting is better. And if you're gonna live with that shape, it's better to end up with this shape because um, when you get the tiger's mouth here, um, there is a small reduction coming from this, so it's better to connect solidly, but it's a small difference. um, yeah, better to fix first, but now you have this peep, right? And if he connects, then the group is dead. um, is there anything we could do? mm, I don't think so. So this is the best we could do, but just capture. So yeah, I don't know. So okay, you could capture this stone. mm, Either capture or uh, just leave it like this, um, as a possible capture. mm, Capturing that stone is big, but yeah, not that big, so it's okay to put it like this as well. What else? Okay, he took the tiger's mouth. Mm, yeah, you could try capturing this stone. He can counter Atari and then try to move out like this, but his group is really heavy and you have the ladder. So if he wants to connect, um, I think this group is really unhealthy. um, at the very least, you're gonna get many forcing moves here in the center. You're very solid now around B. His group was, uh, it's not looking great for him. His only hope is trying some cut here, but as it stands, it doesn't really work. So there's a net here, and there's even a ladder for now, but let's see. You connect it. Okay. Mm. This shape invites some cuts, right? Uh, yeah, he should try something like, yeah, this one. If he cuts and then you pull back, either this one or this one. This one kind of has a kowaji for later. It should be okay, but let's say you just pull back. Now he can either start with the Atari or just push here, but you don't need to save this stone. Um, and maybe it's better if you don't, because otherwise you're gonna get cut here. But if you connect, he captures. Well, your position isn't very good, but at the very least, he isn't completely alive yet. And the corner is still dead, but we're ignoring that. Do you remember the elephant's jump? Here he's poking at your eye, right? In these cases, yeah, 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 yeah. These are better ideas. So either this one or this one are usually better. Um, you're stepping back. It's kind of like, yeah, the elephant's jump we talked about. Maybe in this case it wasn't so clear because you're kind of strong on the outside, but you have some weaknesses on the outside as well. So it's better to step back with something like this or this if you really need it. But um, this one you don't have to fear this cut because you can just Atari through. He can try to move out, but not really. So you can just capture here. Okay. Now he fixed your shape, so we should be happy. Yeah, he needed to cut on either side, but he pushed here, so he fixed your shape. When you start from here, you're losing one liberty right from the get-go. So um, if you're going to try to kill, we try to avoid losing liberties because the outside is very important. If it doesn't hold, then we can kill. And in that sense, maybe a better try would be this Atari. If he connects, we can still keep on going from the outside. We don't need to play this one. Uh, it's also going from the outside, but uh, losing a liberty. It's better to do something like this. And now he loses a liberty while we don't lose any liberties. Um, we actually. Hmm? Yeah, yeah, if we add a move, right? Because if he plays this one, then yeah, he's threatening a connection. Uh, it's gonna be a call, right? You poke. If you poke like this, then there's this call. And if you come from here, then the group is alive. Um, yeah. Like this, if you win the call, there's the added benefit that when you win the call, your outside group will be fantastic. Like you're probably gonna win by capturing at B, so we're gonna have so many liberties. You're gonna be super strong. So there's that as benefit. He connected. Oh, oh. In this case, it works, but eventually, um, because if you Atari here, he can't connect immediately. It's gonna be a capture here, but um, later, let's say he wins this go. Now he can connect there, and if he does connect there, your stones will be dead. So it would be better for you to connect here. Now his stones are in Atari as well. He can keep on fighting for the coal, but eventually, if you want to clear things up, you have the privilege, the benefit of capturing these stones and taking them off the board directly, and that's really crucial because stones that are not on the board are not a problem anymore. So um, yeah, that's really nice. Okay, here, why not block? Why did you choose not to block? This shape is really strong, and if when you attach here, it's kind of forceful, but I would be feeling really tempted to just poke in, because now I expand my base with A, and I also threaten a cut around B, and the connection between C and D is very flimsy. Even after Han is around E, it's not really 100% clear. Uh, so if white Han is here, um, black has some options. Um, some of them are kind of all-inish. Um, Usually we would go up if white decides to come here. Um, then maybe we protect, and then now white lives. So kind of depressing for black. Black still has this cut, but the corner is lost, so it's kind of not ideal. Um, maybe maybe this push is working because this ladder is not working. So if this happens, uh, maybe we play like this, and white doesn't have a very healthy group. While we took most of the bottom, and more importantly, we took most of the bottom as base from white and for us. And if white plays from here, this is a painful squeeze. However, something like this. Oh, white could letter us if we don't capture. Oh, not really, because yeah, of course. So this would happen. White would connect. We could think about cutting, but not really. The corner is too weak. We protect here. Oh, the ladder is going on like this, and these stones are in Atari. Yeah, yeah, I forgot those stones were sorry. Stuff like this leaves white with a lot of cutting points, so it's kind of questionable. And we take the corner as well, and we have an eye here, A. So it makes a huge difference to have that eye. Yeah, so this push might be the move. Gets more eye shape for the bottom side group, and yeah, it works well with the Yaji around the A stone. So this attachment was a little bit too much, but he reacted, so you drew back. Um, but still, it was better for you to block. This block is very, very powerful, and when you draw back, um, black still can push in, so you didn't fix much, right? The cut here is still available. So you probably would need to fix that cut with something like this. Now you don't have a base. Black has a bigger base, and they're gonna have to run away. Oh, you still protected here? Okay. Hmm. Okay. This move is getting smaller. This move, but still very big. And since it's so difficult to kill black from the outside, and there's not that much benefit from playing from the outside, I don't know if this is the best move. Um, you have basically killed this group, but yeah, with that wall, the center could become really big, I guess. But if you place a move here, black might choose to expand his moyo while taking yours down, not down, but reducing it a lot. Um, we're always counting on this group living, but yeah, of course. Mm, okay. Do you have any questions so far? F7. Oh, I see. Mm, it's tough. It's really tough. Uh, if if you're gonna play something like F7, maybe you could try something more ambitious like this, because then you can block black from a further line. Mm, other other options could be uh, J J4. Oh, this push. Yeah, this push is really powerful. If black answers, I would be feeling really tempted to block back, because now we can turn black into an empty triangle. Black isn't alive yet, uh, so maybe this is center enough. Um, but it's a bit of a gamble if black is gonna answer or not. But I think it's okay. When criticize a move like G7, I'm saying like you might lose a little bit. It doesn't mean it's bad. Uh, if black connects, mm, we can still block. Yeah, there's still a defect around here, so I feel like black should still answer. Is this good enough to live? Like, if you do stuff like this, mm, in black plays elsewhere. There's this move. Uh, is this killable? If we do this, mm, um, besides the internal space, like let's say we can somehow make this internal space into just one eye. Uh, there's the question of if this move will create a second eye. Um, since this is kind of center for the outside, this is probably an eye. But yeah, inside, uh, is this really killable? Hmm. If it is like this, we can cut, and then we can Atari capture, and then now we can't go from the inside. Uh, yeah, but we can finally take this eye, I guess. So maybe it comes back to, it always comes back to this peep somehow. So I would be feeling very uneasy to not play this to not play around this area. And if we add a move like this, it's kind of depressing, but also it helps a little bit with further reductions around A and trying to move out into B. It isn't that bad, but yeah. So maybe your turn might be the move actually. Um, yeah, good move here. Yeah. So you play that one. Okay. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Yeah, maybe E5 was too much now.
Don't know, but we have to check if this works actually. If this works, then it's perfect, right? So if black plays like this, we can just block and it's game over. Black's only hope Black's only hope is to play here, but we can still block. Black has too few liberties. So your move was perfect. The problem was that you needed to come back. Come back here. Mm-hmm. Um, if let's say you block like
Yeah,
this,
I think I was worried about B5.
b5. So this b5. This one.
No, I mean no, no. Go back. Yeah. No, okay. No, go ahead. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Here is fine. Play E4. Yeah. What about C4? Because play C4.
c4. Then this. Then this.
Okay. Okay. No,
Yeah, it's okay. You have enough liberties with the A group.
yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah, because in that situation, I no use to count to read the count liberties, right? Maybe I had to stop
Mm.
and then count liberty at the time.
Now, in this case, like when you have the 2-2 shape or similar shapes like this that are very resilient, they might not have enough liberties by themselves, but usually in order to reduce the liberties, black has to play moves like B and C and come back around D. So you kind of gain an extra liberty because of the outside defense black owes you. So even if you don't have enough liberties around A by themselves, you might have enough in the when you sum up the outside weaknesses for black. But in the game, it still looks doable because you have this cut. Uh-huh. Black, yeah, it looks very dangerous on both sides. Uh, and you're pretty much killing black like this. Okay, you killed black. No need to push, because if it doesn't result in a capture, pushing like this is you losing a liberty. And since all his stones are connected, it doesn't make a difference for him, but
Yeah, yeah,
it
no,
will make this for you. And this jump is kind of unnecessary because you're already super strong on this side and you've already captured the A stones. So it's better to defend the bottom group somehow.
right, yeah.
And if you want to defend the bottom group, this is always a key point. Uh, you can come back to, but the outside is okay too. Uh-huh. Oh, if you want to move out, why not hunting here? If you hunting,
Jump, that's fine.
yeah, jump is also fine, but you can hunt it, and if he draws back, then you get the tiger's mouth, and it's a little bit better than the jump, I think, maybe. Because with respect to his group on the bottom, he's not 100% alive yet, even though this A move is like super big and he can basically take it at any point. It won't be centered, thankfully, but if he peeps here,
Oh,
he helps a little bit with moving out. Maybe he can move out into your moyos, your center moyo. In the other case, if you hane, then you can get the tiger's mouth, and now, especially since you jumped here, it's really, really difficult for him to move out. So if he jumps here, you can cut. If, if he pushes, you can cut. If he plays here, you can block. So that's the power of the tiger's mouth in this case, and the tiger's mouth combined with your earlier jump. Yeah, like this, it's a little bit too distant from B. A is a little bit too distant from B, so it's harder to block the outside. When I say block, you can block in that direction, but the downside of building in the center is that you have not only to block this direction, but this direction. So you have to build many walls at the same time. You could honey as well. You're super strong around this area, so there's no issue for you. He can try the double honey shenanigans, but you can probably just cut here and connect, or Atari here. If he goes out, then you connect. And now it's getting dicey for him because he's, well, he won't die even if you get A, but it's really painful. In the game you went up. Okay, I see. Since you have the ladder, if you block, he can't cut, right? You can capture in a ladder. So it was better for you to block from here, because if you block from the top, he can cut through you. And now your group in the bottom is getting isolated. It's not completely isolated yet, but if you try too hard to break through B, you're gonna damage the C stones. Now is the time for you to block, finally. And if you wanna get an eye around A, it's gonna be difficult by capturing. You need to go down. Yeah.
Because my group starts to be weak now.
Yeah. If you go down, then you get an eye. But if you capture, black can play here and eliminate that eye. Oh, you're gonna try to move out. Oh, but you capture. So okay.
Yeah, it was a huge mistake.
There's no need to, right? He can just like connect.
But I'm dead.
You're not dead. you can just block here, and you have an eye. You got the eye around A, an eye around B, and an eye around C. So it's still okay. He made a mistake earlier in like getting the tiger's mouth here because he can poke through. And now it's looking really tough. But you can still live like this, or does it? Because he can just poke in and kill you. Mm. So yeah, like this, it's getting tough. So like this would be dead then. Okay. Oof. Looking good. Uh-huh.
Yeah, now yeah, but I didn't see just because sometimes I think uh, I don't get I don't get what he can do,
Mm.
and draw because he can do something.
Mm-hmm. Well, he.
Yeah,
So you captured A, right? So at any point, if you take those stones out, it should be okay.
yeah,
The only issue remaining is what happens around this goal. Um, and with the C group, since you capture the D stones, you have a ton of liberties in that direction. So there is no need for you to focus too much on there. Uh, what you can do is squeeze him, extract his liberties, and mostly incente. One of the ways for you to resolve the situation is by playing here. Now if he captures, then you can squeeze him further. If he connects, then you pretty much cleared everything. Um, do you even need another move around here? Um, there are some. So if you play here, um, the best you can do is something like cut here, but it's still not Sente because B stones only have uh, like one liberty left. So if you want to be super duper safe, you can like add a move around here.
oh yeah,
But even then, like if you add another move there, you can just Atari and push through. He doesn't have the letters, and then if you want to be safe now, you protect here. Um, and you can always like if he plays here, you can always connect. Um,
yeah, exactly.
if he plays this one, you can move out.
Yeah,
You're super strong with the A group, so lean on it. Right? Abuse the fact that you're super strong from there. When you play from it, you're kind of saying this group needs help, but it doesn't, right? So, okay, he cut, played there. Oh, you made two empty triangles during this fight,
yeah,
one and two, and those reduce your liberties. So now it's getting dangerous, but it's still okay. You just have to be very careful. Okay, he got the call. Now you capture, he captures. Okay. Um, it,
yeah, but
it should still be
yeah, yeah,
doable if you extend here, maybe. But then he's gonna connect
yeah.
here.
I play back. Yeah,
Yeah, so maybe connect here. Um, if you end up killing his corner, maybe the game is still yours. But you extended. So in the process, in this fight, you added like three moves from your super strong group. Those didn't add that much. They did add a little, so you gained maybe 10 points here. But yeah, you lost too much on the left side. I think the biggest issue here wasn't even that you didn't see the squeeze, because this isn't easy to see, I think. Uh, it would have taken me maybe up to like 5Q to see this sort of technique. Uh, the biggest issue is you ataring from here, because you lose a liberty. So you have two liberties from here, and now it becomes one. And then you play an extra move from there, and you kind of lose an extra liberty. He harness here, and you play again from your strong side. So it's kind of losing a liberty as well, because you tenuki. And now he captures, and it's Atari on both sides. I don't have a cold threat, sadly. So the best for you was the squeeze, but the second best would be to just connect. You can just connect here. There's nothing he can do from the AB stones. Okay. Okay. This could be a turning point for you. Not turning point, but a chance. You could try to break through like this, and if he wants to keep on cutting you, he can, but at least you get a small reduction, and this sort of reduction might throw him off the rails a little bit, because I doubt he would find the good moves to contain the damage. Something like this. This one might work too. This don't know which one is better. I would still play the other one maybe. But when he cuts you off, there isn't enough space for you to live inside, so it's a little bit too difficult. Aha. Yeah, you don't have enough liberties, unfortunately. Were you low on time during this fight? These two fights? Because time can be an issue for me as well. And when I'm low on time, things get really fuzzy, and I make silly mistakes as well.
No, maybe just sometimes I feel
Yeah, you can connect as well.
I'm winning,
Mm.
and I start to play fast.
Oh, I see. Yeah, but
It happen like that.
when your opponent starts playing so tightly against your super crucial stones, maybe just pause a little. Uh, for example, yeah, these are a huge example of pausing and uh, keeping your calm, and yeah, using your time. When he plays here,
Yeah, okay.
you can play fast, because it's okay. It's not tight on your stones. It's not touching your stones. But once he plays this move, now ring all of the alarms, because things might explode somehow. Mm.
Yeah, but the second issue that that game
Mm.
was without Wyoming.
Mm. Absolute time, you mean?
Yeah, I don't like it because I
Really?
prefer
It's
when there is Wyoming.
but it was a tournament or something.
No, because when when we play here,
Mm.
like the time that you prepare,
Mm.
I there are not so many reserves, so you just can
Yeah, I so the only times I accepted or feel like is acceptable to play with absolute time is if you're playing with people you trust or are friends with, because otherwise people are gonna abuse it. They're going to just start playing inside your territory, and then you just can't win because they're going to just keep on playing. Uh, so if next time you get a random person trying to play absolute time against you, just refuse it. It's like it's not gonna be fun. It won't be fun, and most of the time people uh, who like absolute time are either under the huge time constraint or just assholes, I feel. So just skip those types of players. Yeah. Mm, do you want to keep on going on this game or move on to another one? We don't have that much time, but well,
Yeah, maybe we can finish that game. I don't know if there is something else to add.
this one, which game?
Because yeah, we have time for that.
Mm-hmm. But which one? Which game do you want to review? Uh, you mean you want to continue with this game?
Yeah, I think it makes sense to finish that. Maybe just if there's an issue, a big issue.
Okay. Uh, if you want to try anything, maybe you can try something like this. Um,
Because at this point,
yeah, at this point, it's really, really difficult for for white because this got too big. Uh, I doubt anything's gonna happen here. You're pretty much dead as well. And this group that was supposed to die with this move ended up killing some stones here and killing these stones as well. So it's really, really difficult. But it could be interesting for you to try this one as a last effort. Um, I still don't think it's gonna work, but well, if the guy was trying questionable stuff against you, then try questionable stuff against him, I guess. Uh, but the idea here would be like, oh, if he goes down, maybe I can like do something like this, but yeah, you should probably just hunt it here. But then you hunt it back, then connect. If it turns, then it's free liberties against four. Doesn't look like it's gonna work. Maybe you could try bumping, but then you just die. Yeah, the trap would be this, but I don't even know if this one works either, because you can do this and then connect underneath. And now it's free liberties against you. So yeah, these are ways to resolve the invasion attempt. And I think even if you happen to live with A, I think black still wins. It's too much territory. Yeah, the right side got too big, and this kill is considerable. So even if you get the corner, it won't be enough.
and also
But up
did
to
you mention?
like here, for example, you played super well with this net. This move I think is good as well. I prefer your turn later. Um, really nice turn. Um, yeah, this move is really, really nice. I briefly thought about it, but I ignored it, and then you re-emphasized it, and it looks really, really nice. Mm. What were you going to ask?
Ah, no, yeah, just at the end of the game.
If you can, what?
If no, at the end is
Oh, the end. Oh, did anything happen?
yeah,
Mm, let's see.
an invasion at the arcade. So it's possible, or it's
Oh, I don't think it's possible. I think black
gonna
is
be
just
dead.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Both are gonna be dead. The A and whatever invasion you try. Uh, so black and honey, and then if you do this, it's gonna be 3 liberties for the A group and 4 liberties for the B group. So on that side you die, and yeah, after this honey, I don't see any way for you to live in the corner either. Uh, oh, maybe the best would be this double honey, but he can just. Mm, he could just do this. I think maybe it's the simplest, and then connects. Does the connect work? Probably does. Sometimes this can be an issue, but I don't think this time because you can just block. There is also this one, the new honey, block. I capture, you do this, I do this, and then it doesn't work. And even if, let's say, black tries to capture this stone directly, you'll take, and then there's this. Now you can live, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Mm.
So it's black is winning.
Yeah, black is still winning. Uh, yeah, here you have an issue as well, so it's gonna be a double Atari at A. Mm. But up to up to this this disaster, you were just destroying him completely. I think it's just a matter of you recognizing in the future how moves like A could impact your liberties on the outside. Um, yeah, and how
Yeah.
a move like B can just resolve everything, or a squeeze around C can also do the same. The D stones are not in danger if you don't play anything like A. Uh, if black captures at B, you're disconnected with the E stones, but you don't have to bother with the D stones for now, so it should be okay. You can just
Yeah.
focus on. So now, if let's say you play something else, and it captures here, if you are afraid, you can just focus on the outside because there's nothing here. You
Yes.
can just capture.
No, no, yeah, okay. Yeah, I just playing without thinking anything.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Mm. Disco, when I say nothing, it's like nothing in the B C direction, but of course the echo impacts the D uh, the D fight here. But now if he connects, you can still squeeze him and win the Liberty race. So it's fine even
yes,
still.
yes.
So yeah, yeah.
All right.
Nice, nice game. Mm. You lost, but yeah, it's a simple fix. I think this sort of thing is a simple fix. I think.
No, at the end I won.
Oh yeah, you won by timeout. But this thing that happened in the left, I think, is a simple fix. It's a matter of like being self-aware a little bit and identifying these sorts of kind of self-Atari moves. Like this empty triangle is kind of a self-Atari in the end.
Yeah, yeah, no. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe I can try to solve asset, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna send you more exercises now, or soon.